As if COVID wasn't bad enough, computer hackings and deep freezes hampered a rebound in the supply chain.
So this summer we'll pay more for our gas. Chicken wings and sausages and bacon.
Washington University professor Panos Kouvelis is an expert at supply chain management. He says many of these shortages will be short-lived.
Because I think we understand where the shortage is coming from, and I don't think that the reasons that caused it in the first place are going to persist.
The short-term shortages, the result of the Texas deep freeze and recent cyber attacks. None are expected to last through the summer. There's a chicken wing and sausage shortage, but that's due to increase in demand.
There are only 4 or 5 companies that drive the whole industry. There's not a lot of capacity. So you want to be outside, you want to grill and barbecue, and everybody enjoys it a little more.
And speaking of getting out more, expect to pay dearly for that vacation. Rental cars are still incredibly hard to come by. Some customers are paying hundreds of dollars a day.
Because the car manufacturers, definitely, if they start producing cars, they're not going to make the cars for rental companies, because that's not the high margins for them.
That shortage is predicted to last past the summer, potentially a year, thanks to a chip shortage. Kouvelis says chip manufacturers had plenty of inventory back in March of 2020, but cars weren't selling, so automakers lowered their chip orders.
Computers and the consumer electronics were selling very well during the pandemic, so they absorbed most of the capacity of the chip manufacturers.
Looking for new appliances or furniture? How does 6 months sound?
You will wait for a long time. It has nothing to do with making the appliance. It's getting the appliance from China to you.
And don't even think of remodeling right now. Lumber mills are dealing with labor issues and capacity constraints. In 2019, an 8-foot 2x4 would run you about $3. Now, you'll pay $8.25. But what about toilet paper, dog food, diapers? They all have made recent lists. Kouvelis blames social media for those.
We're freaking out and we're not making it any easier. The advice to everyone is stop hoarding.
Kouvelis expects supply to be back to normal by 2022. However, he warns about any small disruption or virus surge. His advice, prepare yourself for what could be coming down the shortage supply train tracks. Right now, we're on course, but it doesn't take much for a derailment.
We got to be a little patient and not panic. The hoarding is not going to help anyone. And finally, all of us are going to pay a lot more in terms of prices if we don't behave.
I'm Chris Conti.